I think both teams are tied in the league right now. After a knife round, we have Kulas Nation on T side, Team Howl on CT side. If
Team Howl winning those knife rounds.
yeah, you know what? At least they're winning those. No, they won a couple, but Kulas has been putting up such a big fight, just like mouse pads. I'm actually really happy that Team Howl has been developing into the team that they have been, because when we first came in, the first time, just like the first time, Xelerando decided to peek into 4 terrorists.
Ooh.
You know what? They're definitely getting a lot better, and I like to see. They're really competitive. They have the spirit. Loki and Spzrta have the spirit, the Holy Ghost overcoming them. But 2D just denies them.
What a shot there by 2D. I'd like to see his perspective on that. Really, really lovely there. And yeah, Team Howl does take down a few in that round. But like you say, Xelerando peeking into 4, and also some grenades went a little bit astray there. Not exactly where they wanted those to land, and could have done a lot more damage, even in addition to the damage, the significant damage those grenades did. So now Kulas Nation once again will be facing up against just USPs here.
Another quick B hit. Xelerando getting mollied out of the barrels, pushing back down to pit. Tab sitting in the smoke. Gorclo trying to spam Charles through that smoke on the bridge. T2D jumping out of the bomb site, getting a 3K with 2 with the MAC-10, 1 with the USP. Spzrta left alone, 1v4, USP only, trying to fall down. They know where he is, and he doesn't have much to save, but going for the knife on him, and he doesn't get it. Close, but no cigar.
But look at the amount of utility damage that Team Howl has done to Kulas Nation in both rounds so far. They've approached in that same spot there towards B, and run into some serious grenade damage coming in. So once Team Howl does manage to get guns, which they will have this round, if Kulas Nation tries this again and gets naded out just the same, Team Howl will definitely have the advantage in this round.
Xelerando with 200 utility damage, Loki with 40, and Spzrta with 15. A combination, 2.5 players. Utility damage. You're right. Xelerando doesn't need utility when he takes out Charles with that M4. Blite answering back with the MAC-10. 2D following it up, and Spzrta and Tab both getting some frags. Tab unfortunately walks backwards into that molly, leaving Loki in a 1v2. Mikkoy half health. Bomb not planted yet. Hopefully going down soon, but Loki quiet as a mouse, walking his way through Monster, and I don't think they suspect him coming up from here. I think after the bomb's plant, we're going to see Mikkoy peek it. Loki misses that shot. Now they know where he is. He has to push up. He sees 2D, and 2D sees him back.
2D so sure on that AK. Just the amount of headshots he gets is really, really remarkable. And yeah, you saw once again, though, Team Howl, like even that initial kill by Xelerando was off a nice flash. Team Howl's using their utility very well at the B site. It's just the fragging power to back it up just doesn't match up against Kulas Nation. But I like what I'm seeing so far by Team Howl. Now Spzrta coming out with the Nova once again. And this has happened a few times where Spzrta buys up and the rest of the team saves. So I'm not exactly sure what the plan is there. Loki already gets taken out in 2D with a double kill. Coming in, takes barely any damage. Let's see what Spzrta can do. Does take down one. Spzrta rushing into 2D.
Shot on 2D, but 2D takes him out. 2D with another ace.
Oh my goodness, 2D is just putting on a clinic here. Theta currently with -1 kills, while
2D
having
200, almost 300 ADR in the 5th round of this game. 13-1, carrying his team to what'll most likely be, might be a 5-0 on Overpass. With Xelerando back with the op, is he going to be playing from the barrels area, or where are we going to see him? See him heaven, actually. Gorclo and Pit have up on the bridge. Charles just taking him out. Gorclo trying to trade that back. He can't. Going for the flash towards short, and he's getting pushed through Pit from behind. Xelerando getting 1 frag, but Charles taking him out in 2D, just pushing Gorclo, knowing exactly where he is, leaving Loki and Spzrta in a 2v4.
Ooh, Spzrta does manage to take down one, but the bomb does go down, and so Loki's going to come in and surf down there, but gets taken out by Charles. So once again, Kulas Nation, and so far, Kulas Nation has played 1 bomb site and 1 bomb site only. The B bomb site, even though Team Howl is defending well at the beginning. Kulas Nation managing to find those frags, mostly off the back of 2D, being able to get ridiculous entries every single round so far. And Team Howl just does not have an answer current.
Back on the pistols, SMG and the Gorclo. Let's see what they can do.
Yeah, Gorclo is the one who buys up this time. Spzrta with the Deagle now on everybody. And Loki plays aggressive, gets a lot of damage on Charles. And Xelerando trying to finish that off, but just spamming into the smoke there. Peeks out and gets Charles in the end, so 1 for 1. And Xelerando will collect that AK.
Finally an A-hit coming out. See Mikkoy planning in the middle of bomb site. Cav going for the spam on the Blite. 2D, not 2K. 2D taking out Cav.
Lots of damage onto Kulas Nation.
Theta
does. Ooh, nice shot there by Spzrta.
He pushed and a nice double spray down from Xelerando to leave Theta in a 1v3. Theta sitting towards Sands, holding that bomb, waiting for the defuse. Don't have any utility, so what I would assume is the best play is for both of them to peek him together. Unfortunately, that doesn't happen. They peek him 1 by 1, and Theta actually wins that round for Kulas Nation. That was very close. Xelerando putting in a lot of work, but
yeah, Theta with the clutch there, and yeah, Team Howl definitely had the opportunity and saw and heard a gunshot there from Theta, but still, for some reason, wandered over towards A long, and I'm just not. I can't make heads or tails of that decision, but once again, Kulas Nation takes the round. Lots of damage done to them, and they have lots of money still spread across some of their players. So Team Howl will get another full buy, and let's see if they can finally put one on the board. Definitely, it's been close here, but Kulas Nation has been able to take everybody down. Now a trade coming in, 4v4.
he knows exactly where Spzrta is. If he peeks, he's probably going to get taken out, but 2D misses. Theta's watching with an op, though. He's pinched between Blite, 2D, and Theta. Spzrta was in a one-and-done position. Now they have party control.
Get a kill.
It looks like McCoy's making noise towards B. They are making their way towards A through short. I don't know. Tav is repositioning back towards the bank area, getting flashed out. Tons of nades coming out onto the A bomb site. They're actually faking that out and going back to B. These kids are sweating right now because they are throwing fake after fake, and I love to see it. Xelerando knows this is a lie. He's sitting over on the bridge area. Theta with a no-scope onto him on bridge, crossing right over to site behind sandbags. 2D with a swinging headshot and leaving Tav in a 1v3 situation.
Now Tav gonna take down 2D, and it looked so close there from Team Howl. They had the setup they needed. Xelerando in a position they did not expect, but the no-scope coming in. Team Howl they're looking just unlucky on this map. It must be so demoralizing to actually be playing correctly and then still losing out on these rounds that, in 9 out of 10 times you might have won. Theta, once again, has he gotten up to -2 now? I'm not sure. 2D still with the high fragging, and Tav will save this gun as Kulas Nation ascend to 7-0. Yeah, you see 17-4 for 2D. Absolutely carrying Kulas Nation.
ADR? 200 ADR plus this entire game. Just going off, this man's gonna automatically get overwatched for this game. 100 points, friends, and get auto overwatched. And they're gonna look at him and say, this guy's too...
Yeah, somebody has to stop this man. Here's Spzrta, gonna go with the defense here, and actually they do get a crossfire. Tav does manage to get one, and Xelerando's in the smoke once again. Spzrta now.
He's the one just sitting in the smoke. They know that now. But he's coming with the big flank
Spzrta gets
over on the Blite.
And now only McCoy left with the op. And
they don't need to
totally cut off here.
They do not need to peek, but they cross.
Flash coming in, actually, so that they can all get to that other side. Now McCoy, no idea where they are, knows where the bomb is, but very, very difficult retake here. And Molly probably denies it. Potentially McCoy will still approach this and go for a clutch like his brother Theta did before him. So we'll see what this peak holds, and there is the trade. So a nice shot by McCoy onto Gorclo, but Spzrta makes no mistake with the headshot coming in. Team Howl on the board.
finally one round coming out of Howl. I mean, you know, it's about time, but it's the 8th round curse, and never heard of that? It's the 8th round will always curse you. It's some sort of pattern. It's your mental
So it's not
state.
just a clever name.
No, it's not. It's funny enough. It's a real thing in CS where that half moment where you hit half the rounds you need to take the game, something switches subconsciously and you have to work through it, just like Loki's been working through connector, and so will Blite, taking him out with a headshot. 2D following it up onto Gorclo with another and another onto Tav. Doesn't stop, runs through his own teammates Molly. Spzrta answering back and punishing that aggression. Spzrta not realizing he's getting pushed on the right side. Blite taking Spzrta out, leaving Xelerando with an M4. Tail between his legs.
Yeah, Xelerando gonna have to save once more, and the Kulas Nation gets the plant there. Once again, a heartbreak for Loki. It looked like he had such a good spot, and punished this time for trigger discipline. Waits for that shot, not sure if it's gonna kill in one shot from that distance with the XM, but then it gets taken down immediately from the other side by Blite, and so, you know, it's just, you hate to see it because Loki made the right play there, and looks like Team Howl, I don't think this score is representative of how they've been playing. I think they've been doing a nice job here on Overpass, but just not managing to get the last little margin forward in these rounds. So 8-1 now for Kulas Nation here on the T side, and things looking bleak for Team Howl, but I think that, you know, they might have used up all their bad luck. You know, cross my fingers here, hope not to cast or curse them, but maybe they've used up all their bad luck. Maybe Team Howl will finally start to have those 50-50s go their way.
Well, you can see 2D disappointed because he dropped below 200 ADR. And
Yeah,
I don't know.
Will they be able to win? I don't know.
I don't think he's in the same form as he was back in the day. Let's see how that can change. This takes out Xelerando with Spzrta answering back after Charles takes out Tav. Mikkoy says, no, I'm the opera in this server. And Theta has one as well, but he's just chilling, sitting back, waiting for his team to just kill everybody.
Team Howl, you know, why they're losing players so fast that whoever's left on the bomb site ends up looking like, you know, just a random matchmaking scrub where their angles aren't covered and just peeking something, completely exposing their back or side to another angle. You know, it's just really, really rough now for Team Howl when Kulas Nation is able to take the bomb site so quickly.
It's like I was saying about Tiny Mouse Pads, and what I've said the whole time is their map control is impeccable. And that's the game, right? You need to be able to know where your opponents are, and or where your teammates are, know the different spots on the map that you have control of, and expect specific pushes, flanks, and really push your team into different spots. And one thing you'll notice when they're right at the end on the at the end of that round, we had 4 Kulas Nation players split up across the map. They didn't have somebody over at party, but that's because they couldn't make it there in time. So they're even clearing out the entire map separately, where they're confident enough knowing that they can take these one-on-one fights with Team Howl, and they don't have to go and try to hunt together, but rather they can just go jump around and try to hunt them one by one, which kind of gives them that benefit to be able to take Team Howl by storm, where we've seen a lot of control coming out with like Spzrta and the smoke on B site when he tries to flank onto Blite, and different things like that, where they're trying to work the map control in the small areas, but they need to look at a bigger scale. They need to kind of branch out their control and their knowledge of where Kulas Nation is, because there's only so many spots you can be or your opponents can be rather, if you're in a specific set of spots. And I think they really need to work on that. I don't think they're bad players or they're not hitting their shots. I think a lot of the time they're just in bad positions. And I mean, Gorclo doesn't have any kills right now. Loki has 1 kill. Loki is the player we saw drop like 42 on that Dust 2 game. So, you know what? Everybody is a bad game. No foul to him, but Kulas has just been so aggressive, so on point. even right now, they drop bomb down. They have a default. We have Mikkoy sitting over at Monster, waiting for a push, and he's peeking over towards short water, expecting them to be aggressive. Probably sitting on there.
They're going to keep doing it, right? They have the confidence to take those aim duels. Howl has to start punishing them to start breaking their confidence. Then Howl can start taking their own map control. It's really a process that's going to take quite a few rounds. It doesn't just happen right away. So definitely going to see if Team Howl can be able to do that.
Really
Meanwhile, they
nice.
are finally
nade coming out.
Down. Yeah, lots of utility damage. And like we said, Howl's been doing a good job of this. Now the A hit continues to come in. Kulas Nation going to continue to approach, and Team Howl rotating over. Now Charles getting taken down here, and Tav manages to escape. Theta doesn't manage to take one down.
Tav with another one.
Position, and Theta now waiting here for his comrade to arrive with the bomb. Now you can see the bomb has paused there. That's Mikkoy holding it with the operator with the bomb. And Theta does manage to get Xelerando through the wall. So now a 2v2 coming out, and Tav still only on that.
Committing onto this bomb site, we see Loki taking out Mikkoy, leaving Tav in a 1v1. Tav has to play this smart. 20 seconds left. Theta has to potentially go. I really don't know if he's been just so good with that P250. I don't know if that's
Tav's doing the right thing though, playing time.
He is.
Theta gets the peeker's advantage coming in, and Tav wasn't looking at the right spot.
No.
Tav didn't manage to get himself into enough of a protected position, and Theta once again with the clutch. 1v2 on the A site. Theta, you know, not putting up the numbers the way 2D is, but coming in exactly when he is needed to keep Kulas Nation rolling in this game.
Unpopular opinion. I think that Tav would have won that if he didn't have that op in front of him. I think he would have played a lot more passive, and he wouldn't have peeked that angle, and he would have waited for bomb, but that op distracted him. He was like, I got an op in my hands. Just
Definitely
like
possible.
2D
Here's
has
a B hit though
Xelerando's
coming
head
in
his hands. Very fast B hit. Tav actually fighting back, and Spzrta answering too. First 30 seconds of the round, and Kulas is down to 2 players.
Yeah, finally Team Howl actually getting a nice defense going here, and actually Charles with 41 HP is the only one left, going to just head for the hills and save this gun here, as Team Howl may want to chase, but Charles going to be aware of this and is going to jump around here. Does manage to get over, so they won't move on the side, but yeah, Spzrta peeks and takes him down. Charles just giving them that one, which is fair enough. Team Howl now on 2 wins here against the 10 of Kulas Nation. I would say Team Howl need 5 to have any sort of chance in this game.
I think at minimum you would need 5, because I'm expecting Kulas to have their setups on lock. You see Xelerando being dropped an op, allowing him to, I mean, I don't know why he doesn't have utility, and why they're all buying head armor against AKs and Deagles, but you know what, it's Team Howl, and they can do what they want. You know what, nobody tells them how to live their life.
Loki
do what I want.
Does have a nice position there in connector. Loki maybe is going to be able to get a nice flank here, but they will hear the door opening if he goes out, so he's going to have to wait. Charles now may be wise to this, but Team Howl is stacked up on B, so we'll see if they're going to be able to defend this here as utility comes in. Charles, look at it, you can hear him knifing the door.
You don't know why Loki's not spamming him. Come on, you know
Loki, you can just shoot here. Actually, Loki does take him down.
Finally.
Gorclo also going to take one down. Loki once again has this nice position, but Mikkoy takes him out, and Theta as well takes down Gorclo. So Gorclo is really, really struggling in this game and can't seem to get anything going. 1 kill only in that round. It was his first kill. And Kulas Nation, you know, like we keep saying, no matter how much Team Howl feels like they might be, you know, showing signs of life, Kulas Nation just snuffs it out every single time. Get that Molotov going out. BM to their own team coming in from Kulas Nation. Now, Gorclo waiting on B site, and actually Team Howl has a good setup here.
Really good setup. Xelerando blind, taking out Charles. Spzrta up on the barrels there, spamming through the smoke, trying to pick out 2D. 2D wide swing into sight, taking out Spzrta. Xelerando and Gorclo both in sight. Gorclo answers back on a 2D. There we go, buddy. Get those frags. Theta getting taken down by Xelerando. Blite has no idea where he's getting shot from. Mikkoy actually taking out Gorclo through the wood and taking out Loki from that boost position. And a really sick flick onto Xelerando, leaving Tab in a 1v2.
Now the only one alive. Yeah, and Tab going for the headshots, but no, Blite manages to take him down. And once again, it looked like Team Howl had such a good round there. And even if 2D goes down, still Kulas Nation is able to destroy them in that round on the retake, or on the approach. So a really nice work by Kulas Nation, continuing to show us how they are the better team right now in this server, for sure. And look at that Molly coming in again. The Blite will smoke it out, saying, no, I want to go to A this time. Dang it, I want to go.
They leave bomb and spawn.
They're going to leave bomb behind and go for the Iron
They're
Man
just
here.
running out to frag. They're like, if we lose this, we lose this. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But we have Xelerando and Tab both sitting. Tab getting a headshot onto Charles and another frag onto
I'm not
Mikkoy.
sure that's who he was aiming at.
I don't think he was
2D.
aiming at Charles, but hey, you know what? If it works, I guess.
Yeah, I'll take it. 2D now taking down 2, but he has lost some HP, and actually
Nice
Beta
shot
going
from
to lose that aim duel. So 2D and Blite, the only ones alive. And gonna get hit up even more. 2D now down to 31 HP and going to cross over here with smoke. Oh, 2D's in such a nice play there, taking down Loki. And little does he know, though, Gorclo still on the bomb site. Gorclo took a lot of damage, and Blite has the bomb on his back and is heading towards A in a full dead sprint, but actually does turn and go towards connector. So we'll see if he meets Gorclo here.
Does meet Gorclo and Spzrta is gonna be sitting waiting. Blite has no idea.
Spzrta almost misses that spray, but does manage to get the third round on the CT side here for Team Howl. So Kulas Nation will be 12-3 up on the T side, once again showing their aggression, but in sort of a different way than you sometimes see Kulas Nation. This isn't the same as the ridiculous coming at you from every angle, swarming you style that they do on something like Mirage. It's more like, let's all run into this choke point and then win our aim duels kind of thing. It's a little bit of a different style coming in from Kulas Nation. But either way, they are going to beat Team Howl 12-3 in the first half, and probably not long to close this one out.
Ooh, 2D with 30 frags in the first half. The rest of his team has single digits.
This is
He
ridiculous.
is carrying Kulas Nation right now. This
isn't the thing. This isn't what we've seen before.
No.
You know, 2D has looked very good, but not this good.
I mean, he's
not
looked
this much
he's
better
looked
than
this good, just not this spread apart from his other
Yeah.
team. I don't think I've ever seen the rest of Kulas Nation look like this. Normally, they're pretty close with the odd person here or there who is kind of having fragging issues or just isn't right up there with everybody else. But 2D is just running over Team Howl, and I really hope that Team Howl at least have the fight still in them to fight back.
Yeah, Molotov going down, and actually Mikkoy taking down 2 so quick there. Theta now going to defend short, but Tab gets 1, and Spzrta now taking down Blite. Spzrta in a 1v3 already. Such fast movements coming in here, and Spzrta will close that door and take off, but he is going to wait in the corner here. No idea what Spzrta's plan is here. Maybe hoping for some undue aggression, and the door will open, so maybe Mikkoy will fall for the bait. But Spzrta going to back up. Still has over a minute left.
There.
Almost takes down Mikkoy. 13 HP left, but Kulas Nation will take the pistol round, and I've got to say, Team Howl needed that in order to get anywhere near back into this game.
Did Mikkoy get an ace there? He had 9 kills before.
So I got 2.
And now he has 15.
He's got 14 now.
14. 9 plus 5 is 14.
Yeah, sure. He must have gotten an ace. You're right, because nobody had 10 there. So, yep, that was an ace from Mikkoy that we didn't even catch.
We are the best casters in the world. Remember
We're definitely
us.
the best casters in Manitoba, I'll tell you that much.
Well,
I mean,
you're the
Johnny
best
Esports
looking
doesn't
caster
say
in the
about that.
world, and that gives you something. Tab taking out Theta with the Mac 10, Mikkoy answering back, Spzrta Answering back to that, they're playing phone tag here. More like Mac tag. Team Howl
Charles actually has a Zeus
overpeaking.
here, and not going to give him the opportunity to use it as Spzrta does take him down. Now 2D, the only one left. 2D turns away a little early and does only manage to take down Gorclo as Team Howl manages to get that round back after a pistol win by Kulas Nation. So now Kulas going to buy up a little bit of an interesting buy. Mag 7 with armor bought by 2D there, and Team Howl with the superior weaponry here.
Still, Deagles are dangerous on Kulas Nation, and
Indeed.
we shouldn't rule them out in this round just because they have pistols. I like the pre-nades coming out of Team Howl to get that connector control. We have both Loki and most of Team Howl actually pushing towards. They had no idea. Charles gets the frag on the Spzrta. Second one on the Gorclo. Can't. How are they letting this fall apart?
Charles. That was ridiculous. Charles definitely should not have been able to get that second kill. Looked like maybe Gorclo was setting up a smoke or something and got completely destroyed by the Deagle there from behind. So Xelerando now going to peek up. Mikkoy is definitely ready for this, so maybe he's going to wait. No, Xelerando just doesn't even check it at all. Tab now in a 1v3. He's going to take down his Blite. Will now peek for Mikkoy and does take him down as well. So has narrowed it down to a 1v1 and has the bomb. He's going to be able to plant here on the A site if he wants to, with Theta coming through towards Dumpster, and Theta's gonna peek. They're gonna see each other, and the Deagle versus the rifle here. Tab playing it very slow.
40 seconds left on the round. Theta with a Deagle only. Probably gonna see a rotate coming out quick in the next, I would say, 10 seconds. Theta probably now realizing, and there's the rotate, hearing that smoke. And Tav does get the bomb down. 3K, is he gonna make it a 4K? Theta dropping down from heaven, trying to mask that drop shot with the Deagle, or the drop with the Deagle shot, and just walking his way up. Hopefully Tav doesn't play the bait. Oh, the timing.
And did Theta spot him is the question.
I don't know, but I don't...
did, and we'll peek that. And Tav,
Tav
doesn't manage to take him down. So Tav got a really good position there, but Theta had his number and does manage to get the defuse in the end. So Team Howl, once again, such close margins, and I think that, you know, they might deserve a few more numbers on that round score there. They've had a few really unlucky situations coming in, a few really close battles here. But still, Kulas Nation clearly a superior team, especially with 2D coming in with 32 frags here. Ridiculous scenes from 2D.
You got 30 frags in the first half, 2 frags within 3 rounds, and but Blite wants to get on that scoreboard too, and he gets a nice little double kill. Have 2D is like, no, I want to be at the top of the scoreboard, taking out Xelerando.
I'm not sure anyone even can catch him on their team, but yeah, 2D will play aggressive once again. This is the thing, 2D's playing sort of the entry frag role, but he's getting every single kill he peeks on, and so, you know, the people following him up don't even understand. Spzrta gonna go for the peek, but gets hit by 2, and there's Blite with the headshot. Now Loki going to be waiting in spawn and actually might be able to catch them here. But Mikkoy, no mistake at all, running headshot coming in on Loki, and Kulas Nation are 1 round away from another decisive victory here against Team Howl.
15-6, 15-4 if Kulas take this. We have Team Howl left on a Tech 9, a Deagle, a Mac 10, and 2 AKs. No utility except for some flashes and 1 smoke. And how are they going to play this?
Yeah, looks like they might be approaching long here as, yeah, so Kulas Nation is fully committed to B, and actually Team Howl don't know it, but they've got the A site wide open if they wanted to, as Theta, the only one even close in that connectors, but Team Howl are going to walk very slowly, giving Kulas Nation time to rotate, and if only Team Howl could have seen the map there, they would have been able to get an easy plant there on A site, but they will still slowly work their way towards A, and Kulas Nation still has literally no idea where they are. Now, finally, 2D will go for the peek, and he will get 1 kill. He will get dinked and maybe go for another kill. Gonna spam through, but 2D does finally back off. Smoke goes down, and Blite spamming through the smoke as well. The meat grinder has arrived here, and Charles with the flank is gonna finish it off.
Cleaning it out.
Ridiculous play.
Lack
from
of map
2D
control,
coming in.
Wes. I say it and I say it.